What's going on? What the goings on, y'all? We in the zone today. You gotta forgive me. I'm trying to get me together. Well, we get you together, and we gonna be together forever. We got a few topics on this beautiful Friday. You know what I'm talking about? So you know what we gonna do? We gonna get straight to it, cause you know how we do it. Shout out to everybody who gave me a like in the last 24 hours. You know what I'm talking about? I guess they really like that boo 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 boo. Shout out to everybody though. Shout out to the neighborhood, New Era Detroit. I guess you got something going on, and I figure I'll talk about it right now because it's my wife's birthday. Well, not my wife, excuse my language, but one of my baby mothers. You know, she passed away, and it's just beautiful that you do it on her birthday. But other than that, yeah, I guess y'all doing a neighborhood block party like y'all always do every year. You know what I'm talking about? Walk the neighborhood, see what's going on, see what you need, address some of the issues, and well, we got everything doing what it do. Shout out to New Era Detroit. Shout out to Mayor Sheffield. I see you. You got a 6-part plan, huh? You started with the kids. You know what I'm talking about? And we're gonna keep it moving. Hopefully we keep hopefully Mr. Chief, you know what I'm talking about? You understand me. So I hope you keep the crime down. You run with that iron fist like you've been doing. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna get this together. You know what I mean? But shout out to you and shout out to Cash Doll as well. I see you had something to say. They had a nice little forum yesterday, and everybody came out to talk and play. You know what I'm saying? Had a few mentors and guiders. You know what I'm talking about? Hopefully the youth can see the light, and we can keep it moving tonight. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, everybody win. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe we can get a few more stars. You know, Big Sean. You know what I'm talking about? Had the Doughboys cash out, pull up. You know what I mean? Love to see payroll. You know what I mean? A few other cats. You know what I'm talking about? You know where we from? Let's act like it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm enjoying the beautiful things that Detroit has up and coming. And I hope we keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Keep it groove, moving on. Keep it strong. Don't you let them steer you wrong. It's a groove thing. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? I'm feeling good today. It's Friday. I'm finna relax for the weekend. I'll be looking with my looking ass, but you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna get my, I like to get my relax on during the weekend. So, you know what I'm talking about? I might start doing this 7 days a week. All them likes I got off the boo boo. Excuse me, language. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even think I ain't even write that down. I guess it's a story that's been told. It's a story old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. I guess it's the same old story. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody do anything for clicks and views these days, but it is what it is. I ain't never tripping. We gonna talk about it till it can't be talked about no more. Shout out to Free the Wave to the Wave is free. The wave is finally upon us. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Sue Surf. I see you home, Tsunami. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even care. Hey, take your time, sir. Same thing with YM Mellies. Glad you're home, sir. Take your time. You know what I'm talking about? And what with YM Melly, hey, we didn't even know he was home. So, hey, no, you don't want to be in the limelight no more. You know what I'm talking about? So we ain't gonna put you in the limelight no more. If you come out with something, you come out with something. If not, I hope you live long and prosperous, good brother. Same thing with Sue Surf. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? With you might want to do a little podcast, a little this, a little that. If you decide to talk, hey, You know what I'm talking about? If you don't, hey, you know what I'm talking about? It'll come out in interviews anyway. You know what I mean? And only thing I might, it's the Mad Hoffa. I ain't even clicked on none of me. Hey, if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. And it's just what I've been doing all year and probably gonna do for them for this rest of this future. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. So I ain't coming to just like I don't fuck with your button. You ain't here never heard me say nothing about what he got going on or when he got something going on. Hey, do your thing, sir. I ain't finna pull up. I just know you free, so you might want to go fuck with Doggy Bone. Do whatever your heart's desire. Free the wave till the wave is finally free. And now that you finally free, hey, hey, all kudos. But you'll see what's going on when it's going on, and you know what I mean. It is what it is. Hey, you'll figure it out. Shout out to the wave though. Shout out to Chef Trez. You know what I'm talking about? I was just going up, once I seen the whole champion of the year situation, I say, let me go down and see a few lines that I fucked with back last year. And that Three Little Pig line was definitely a line that I fucked with. You know what I'm talking about? And if you know what I'm talking about, or you don't know what I'm talking about, go see what I'm talking about. So you'll know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Already. So I did me a few shout outs. Let's get into some of these antics, bro. It's a lot of antics on here. I might do shout outs for no, I got a few little things I want to discuss. Mr. Rainwater. We the big D, you the little D, okay? Let's get that facts. I said this already. You know what I'm talking about, that we was the big D. But I guess you wanted to come on and discuss that you the big D. Now, if we want to be technical, you know what I'm talking about, Dallas, Texas was winning in everything in the 80s and 90s. But this the midst of the 2000s, baby. We up. We've been up about 25 years. We don't even know what Dallas is. Y'all ain't won since Deion Sanders. So we don't really consider you Big D. We Big D, you Little D. You feel me? And as far as the allegations that you made that y'all make good music other than Big X, who you got? Big X, the plug, is the only one plugged in. All the rest of Dallas is nonsense. You had Mo 3, but look what you did, Rainwater. You rained down on me. You know what I'm talking about? So shit, you ain't got nothing going on. You seen the situation going viral and you wanted to put your 2 cents in. Well, here's your 2 cents. We giving it right back and we need you to shut the fuck up. Okay? Because what you was talking about, you wasn't talking about nothing. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't talking about nothing. That's what we need you to do. Be very, very quiet, sir. You know what I'm talking about? All that extracurricular activity you got going on, we ain't on it. You just want to be part of something. Want to be part of. You ain't part of nothing. We ain't in love neither. Fuck you talking about. Big D. Nigga, you ain't got a rapper in that motherfucker, do you? Name me top 5. It's probably a top 20 of rappers. Do you got any of them? And we gonna X out. Once we X him out, who else we got? We ain't got nothing going on. Nice try though. You know what I'm talking about? Let's see. I do want to give a shout out. I guess I'll talk to them later. I do want to give a shout out to Najee, Queen Najee. Shout out to you, Queen. You had a wedding. It looked old to me, but you know how shit go. It was beautiful. Congratulations. The ring was definitely where it was at, though. I like that ring. Shout out to your husband. If you know, you know. You know what I'm talking about? I did go down my timeline. I guess it's a real old video. I guess Young Thug got arrested, or not arrested, but issued a citation. Let me drink some of this coffee. I guess it's hot. So I guess Young Thug got issued a citation. Pay your car insurance, sir. You know how the internet is though. I guess he had to say it might be child support, but we know the citation was probably for some unpaid tickets or a parking violation, something stupid that the manager didn't take care of before you came to the crib, and you was driving the car not unbeknowing to you that it was a ticket. I'm pretty sure you done talk to your probation officer and everything about this shit. I hate when weak nigga shit come down my timeline like I ain't paying no attention type nigga. Come on, bro. I see everything. Nigga, I ain't gonna even call it a fan because I don't like fanatics. You know what I'm talking about? So it might have been a follower or a subscriber. One motherfucker said, "Do you ever sleep?" And I answered, "No." Hell no. Sleep? I don't even know what that is sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? Already, after I'm done doing this, I'm gonna be right back. You know what I'm talking about? Edit again. You know what I mean? You underdig that? Already. Let's see. I think I want to move down to this so that it, you know what I'm saying, get some little credit. Shout out to Boosie, man. That's how you milk the way, man. Nigga, you gonna give me everything. You ain't gonna give me everything, don't get me nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Man only making like 50, 60,000. For you to ask for 40. Then you was like, all right, give me 35. You know what I'm talking about? My man like, oh, I'll give you 30. At least that's what he said. I'll give you 30. You like, hell no, I ain't coming off nothing less than 35. You know what I'm talking about? I want the whole football. But if you gonna give me 35, that's cool. So he do his, after he talked you to death, and we want to do due diligence and real numbers and shit. He like, you only really making 10, 20 at best. I'll give you 30. I'll give you 25. I'll meet you at 25. Boosie like, fuck no. That nigga gonna make a 50 ball off you, Boosie. You know what I'm talking about? You can make the 50 by yourself. You just got a whole lot of shit to do. You know what I mean? It's going to be nerve-wracking. And you're going to have to pay close attention because now that we got AI out here now, you got to tell the real from the fake. It's hard than a bitch. I'm going to tell you that right now. Might have to look at a video 2-3 times. Might have to remember off your own recognizance what the fuck was going on, which would probably be easy for you because you've been through. You know what I'm talking about? So you know the real and the fake. Once you get the moving and grooving, oh, it's fun. It's relaxing too. A little bit of therapy. You feel me? That's just a few bullet points. You know what I'm talking about? Hey. And all your endeavors, good brother. I wish you nothing but the best. Shout out to the Pistons. Isaiah Thomas with Defensive Player of the Year. Well, I ain't gonna say you was the steals leader. You know what I'm talking about? So, I seen you with your young award, you know what I mean? But I really wanted to talk about the Pistons in general. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to K. I hope you win the MVP. Mr. Hamburger. Hope you win that MVP, good brother. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the Pistons. Mad Dog, what is you talking about, sir? It ain't nothing in the East going on. Cleveland sound good. You know what I'm talking about? Boston and New York, we done had New York's. We basically done been up on New York since been up on New York. You know, we had our whole fist up in there. You know what I'm talking about? So when you got your whole fist up in there, we ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing we really looking forward to. We waiting until the finals. And it depends on who go to the finals. I told you the top three opponents that got a chance, and that's the Spurs. And this is in no particular order: the Spurs, the Nuggets, and I'm gonna give you a surprise pick because I like upsets. The Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets got to beat LeBron though. You know what I'm talking about? And LeBron do not play games in the playoffs. I think that nigga buy a nutritionist just for the playoffs alone. That's just me personally. Just some shit I might think. You know what I'm talking about? Cause he goes to work in the play. I told the motherfucker, remember that year when he was with Cleveland and J.R. Smith and all them? I told people he was going to the finals. Niggas didn't want to believe me. I was incarcerated at the time. Oh, I won a lot of zooms and wham whams. I tell you that. And if J.R. Smith don't do what he do, he got 5 of them things. It'll be a different conversation, but you know, the powers to be do their thing sometimes. I don't blame that on JR. I know I don't. The world will though. Um, speaking of blame, because we going straight to the next point. We ain't finna hold them up. Speaking of, shout out to Faison. I see you still. It's been 2 weeks, maybe even 3. You still ain't got a call from D1, huh? That's why I don't be understanding the Christian faith. You supposed to you did everybody in 24 hours. I even say 72, including the internet. I ain't heard you say hold a conversation. Cause there's really nothing you can really say to that man without revealing yourself. So you're gonna stay quiet until it go away. It's not going away, sir. I'm sorry. And every time I see you, that's the name I'm bringing up. You can't really talk bad about him. You know what I'm talking about? He moved like you move. He just militant. You know what I mean? But you can't debunk that. You gonna try though with your soldier antics and all this other bullshit that you gonna try to come up with. But no, sir, you need to talk to that man. You ain't gonna talk to that man, lame. I hate lames, bro. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, that's not wrote down either, sir. Cause I jumped in the comments. Them actors is not gonna work, sir. You know what I'm talking about? We know wrestling ain't real. The fuck is you talk about? Nigga. Nigga, you even falling on the ground and having this whole spell wasn't even real. Nigga, I don't even think he hit you. You know what I'm talking about? Disrespectful. That nigga barely talked. And the way he was talking, he was looking scared than a bitch. Like, what he supposed to say next? Nigga, I ain't with it. And I don't fuck with you. Do I got a curse? Look, read this up here. Parental advisory, explicit content. Do I gotta say it out my mouth? I do not fuck with you, my nigga. I don't like you. I want to hurt you. But we on the internet, bro. I ain't trying to offend or harm anyone. This is my disclaimer. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't, man. I don't. Nigga, when I was down bad, you was wearing pink furs, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I don't never discuss if I'm good or bad. But you know the real. You know what I'm talking about? And you know what a nigga was going through. You know what you told me? Fuck you. So it's fuck you. You know what I'm talking about? It's fuck you, my nigga. Wholeheartedly. And I need you to quit talking. Just go in the cubby hole and hide somewhere, bro. Quit coming outside. I been stopped following you. You still keep popping up. Shut the fuck up. That's all you gotta do, man. Find you something to do, bro. If you make your own niche, I ain't gotta worry about you, because you know why? You won't be worried about me, my nigga. Man, I almost got frustrated, but this gonna make me even more. I talked about this already, but I guess, you know, we gotta keep talking. I guess a man was hung behind a police station in Washington, D.C. I know a few people in Washington, D.C. now. We need to find out why he was hung behind the police station. You know what I'm talking about? And I need y'all to go see Nephew Flex. You know what I'm talking about? He stated it too. He said, well, goddamn, how long did it take? And why y'all wasn't right there? You mean tell me? Because it take a while for a person to get a whole body, a dead body. You know how heavy that is? 180-pound man is like 300 pounds. And to get him up in the tree and dangle him down, man, he had to been back there at least 2-3 hours. You mean in 2-3 hours ain't nobody get arrested? Wasn't nothing going on? Yeah, all right. Peekaboo. We need to find out who that man in that black hoodie was. You know what I'm talking about? Let's see. Shout out to the hoodies. You know what I'm talking about? Keep rapping, my G's. You know what I'm talking about? I said, this was a while back. This might have been 4-5 years ago. I just recently started back fucking with him again. But Poppy, you need to go and do your thing, bro. You know what I'm talking about? That might be the only way it's gonna happen. But I've already heard the videos. I mean, in the interviews, it ain't gonna happen. But that means you ain't gonna happen. I'm just, I had to take it from a motherfucker too. And that's why I'm at where I am. So, hey, if you like where you at, then, hey, that's what it's going to be. You understand me already? Shout out to a person I don't even fuck with. Ray Daniels. Another guy. I don't follow that man. I had Apple opportunity, though. He's a good brother. I ain't, you know, I don't, you know what I'm talking about? Only thing I don't like is the way you do business, but business is business. People don't know the business, then it is what it is. I can't fault you on it, but it's like, God damn, I got done the same way, so I gotta fault you on it. And by them principles, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna stay in my lane. That's what I'm gonna do. But you ain't said nothing wrong. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. If you got a whole album called Monica, talking about Jake Harlow, and then the people around Jake Harlow ain't telling him that people gonna break Monica down, and Monica might not be what you want to name that album. And you like, nigga, I'm the artist. I'm the this. I'm the that. I know what makes sense, nigga. You ain't gonna tell me shit until you get this backlash right here. Cause I don't think you should have named your album Monica Nina. But you also ain't got no bars no more. So it's like, you know what I'm talking about? You gotta do something. You gotta get some kind of shock value to the occasion. You gotta get some type of heat. You know what I'm talking about? So I guess Monica was the heat you was looking for. I done bit my tongue again. No, it's real. So you gotta get some type of flow going. I guess that was your flow, huh? And you decided to stand on it, but you ain't gonna be standing that damn long, sir. Ain't nobody gonna go buy that bitch neither. And they ain't really technically they ain't buy the album before that, but you had streaming sales, so it made it look good. You know what I mean? But shout out to you though, Ray. And I hope the Radar podcast do its thing. You know what I'm talking about? I won't be engaging, but the engagement should be vast. You know what I'm talking about? But when they look at it and they see that you an ass, they might not fuck with you no more. But it is what it is. I mean, everybody got their own little situation going. And I guess you telling the fans that they don't understand is getting you somewhere. Let's see. Shout out to Flojo. Now I told you I was gonna call you Flojo. But Falaje Johnson. I guess you pulled up in Seattle when they was ready. I ain't expect that neither, though. I damn near cried my goddamn self. I said, look at these niggas in Seattle doing their thing. All the teammates came out. Then you had a nice little 10, 15 people at the airport. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, the little thing where you had the little look like you had a concert hall with about another 15 people. Now that looked at the little stage, man. But for the most part, the first little two little vids, I could dig it. Shit, they pulled up and showed out, huh? I hope you do the same thing, Flojo. But shout out to you though. Shout out to Rambo. Now this is where AI be kicking in sometimes. This nigga, the only reason why I seen Rambo is cause I seen the AI do the motherfucking Rocky 5. No, Rocky 7 with the Rock Johnson. And then the very next thing, Rock Johnson was goddamn Grey Hulk. I say this AI shit is crazy. But I had already sent the the video feed out. So hey, they tricked me. It's trickery by larceny. I learned my lesson. Hey, it is what it is. I guess everybody fall victim sometime. But yeah, shout out to Rambo though. I hope it's good. I guess it's gonna be a biopic of how Rambo got started. Yeah, that means it's gonna be a lot of AI generated information. You need to pay attention. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the Michael Jackson movie. You know what I'm talking about? And shout out to Mike Tyson. You told this story before, but it was funny just hearing it again. Every time I hear it, I laugh. Mike Tyson, I guess he got mad at Michael Jackson for dissing him one time, and I guess about 10 years after that, he got a chance to meet Mike Tyson again, and he was talking smack like, I don't want to meet that nigga. He dissed me. Woo 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 woo. And then Mike Jack was like, well, Mike Jack's manager or maybe assistant was like, well, he asked for you. Mike Tyson instantly changed his whole outlook on everything. He did. Oh shit! He got excited as hell. I'm like, this nigga Mike crazy. He might have been. Was you high, Mike? Mike wanted to be Mike. Mike was inebriated. Now see, back when they was doing that, you remember when they had Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, and Michael Jordan, and it was another Mike, and it was a cartoon, or it might have been Bo Jackson. I know he did a cameo, but it was Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson. I can't remember the cartoon, but I'm gonna go some researches and we might talk about that. I don't know. Lately, I've been researching shit, and then I end up finding out this ain't what I want to talk about. It don't go according to what I got going on, so I ain't gonna have it going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to you though, Mike Tyson. And this video look real short today, huh? Let's talk about some of this. Shout out to Jason Fairfax. If you hear the speaker go off, you know it's real. Shout out to Jason Fairfax. I guess he passed away. May you rest in heaven, good brother. You was an activist, so this is why I'm giving out that shout out. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, shout out to you though, good brother. Guess we're gonna give out another shout out. Shout out to Martin. I guess your birthday was yesterday. Shout out to you, Martin Lawrence. You know what I'm talking about? You're an old man for real, for real. Man, 28 years young. You know what I'm talking about? Already spaghetti. Shout out to Jamie motherfucking Hawks. Hey, shout out to you, Jamie. You been doing your singing. You know what I'm talking about? Feeling good about yourself. You know what I mean? I guess once you have a stroke, you need something to keep it stroking. And that piano stroking is definitely keeping you alive, kind brother. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe I need to start doing the same. You know what I mean? Already. Shout out to you though, good brother. Um, let's see. I want to talk about something crazy, right? Lately, and that's how I need to get it out of my feed. I don't know how I am, but I'm gonna figure it out. I guess a lot of pedophilia been coming down my feed, and I guess a 15-year-old soccer coach or track and field coach was getting told by probably somebody, you know how YouTubers is now, these influencers be doing some of everything. So I guess an influencer decides to tell a head coach of a track and field situation that his 15-year-old was being he wasn't he actually didn't do an act, but he was talking online to a 15-year-old about what he was gonna do if he had a chance for the act. He couldn't believe that he was talking to a 15-year-old. He sent pictures. He did a whole lot of other things. Now, the influencer is talking to the head coach about the situation, and then he proceeds to tell him, "What are you gonna do about it?" The coach was looking crazy, and the other coach was trying to explain himself. I'm like, nigga, what's to explain? You were talking to a 15-year-old person. It's nothing that your old ass can tell a 15-year-old person. There's nothing her young ass can tell you. There's no if a conversation is had, that means you stooped down to her level. Her level hasn't advanced yet. So you're just having a conversation about absolutely nothing because there's nothing outside of you being a pedophile that you can state with this young lady. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all don't got, especially in this land, the world is different. You know what I'm talking about? It's a multitude of things you can do in the world than have a casual conversation with a non-adult. It's nothing you can talk about, sir. Y'all don't do the same thing. Y'all ain't in the same lane. Y'all don't even talk to the same individuals outside of this here messaging you doing. So you was just being a creep. And you need, and listen, the head coach is a creep too because he did nothing about it. And then decided to attack the YouTube motherfucker because he was putting it on the floor. Yeah, put it on the floor, kind sir. And keep putting it on the floor. You know what I mean? These motherfucking pedophiles is getting beyond themselves. Like, nigga, that's what's supposed to go on. That ain't what's supposed to go on. Ain't nothing going on with a 15-year-old. That motherfucker can't even pay the rent. So what is you doing? Ain't nothing in your name. And even if you get in a situation where the motherfucker decide to be an adult at 14, 15, you still, that's no educated situation where you understand that person. For real, for real. And then I'm gonna go right into I guess I'm gonna just call him Mr. Fields. I guess a judge decided to give Mr. Fields a non-bond. This was in Detroit. Told him, yeah, you due process, and you proceeded to tell me that you ain't had no you were that you ain't never been in no trouble, but I'm here and I'm stating that nigga you been in trouble before. And they're there for the same thing. Sir, what are you talking about? I'm not giving you no bond. Kudos to you, young lady. Yeah, don't give that man no bond. Let that man sit there and rot. Let somebody find out where it's caught at and go and give him a whole lot. You know what I'm talking about? Already. Let's see. This might get a little sticky, y'all. So, let me make sure I can't go nowhere else first. All right, we're gonna go here first. Shout out to Papoose. Shout out to Papoose, bro. I guess Papoose. I guess you'd want. I don't know. I don't even know how to state this. This is crazy. So I guess a New Yorker decided to have a conversation about the Papoose situation. And I don't know, sir. You know, a lot of shit be said just to be saying it. And I guess you decided that you wanted to state your side of the story and how Papoose was the cause. Excuse me, forgive me. I just gotta push this back so the motherfucker can see where I'm coming from. So I guess you want to decide to tell your truth, nigga. We know Papoose was doing this thing, and baby girl got assaulted, and you know, in order for Remy to be quiet and take the situation, you know what I'm talking about, he had to come to the thing. We know this was all a ploy. You feel me? And once he felt like the nigga was in the free and clear and statute of limitations was low, that he can go on and get rid of this hoe. We knew all that. You ain't gotta tell the story, G. But that's what we doing. So that's what we doing. So I guess, you know, he was cheating. Remy caught the cheating girl at the club, went crazy. Oh, girl wanted to fight back. She went to her car and she got her pistol and shot the bitch in the stomach. If she had better aim, bitch probably wouldn't be here no more. But she shot her in the stomach. And then, you know, once it hit the storylines, it was a totally different situation. But yeah, we know the real. Shout out to Papoose. Shout out to Remy Ma. And shout out to the New York shooter. That shit was crazy. I'm like, nigga, how am I gonna tell this story? But you know me, where there's a will, I will find a way. You know what I'm talking about? Parental advisory, explicit content. You know what I mean? Already. Uh, Shout out Tasha K. I feel the same thing about Will Smith. This is not a spirit campaign, but I will talk about that white woman. We don't give a fuck, and we already know, motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? It's the niggas that act like they don't know. That's when I go on all information. You never know what I'm gonna say on my platform because guess what? This shit is free. So when I be styling, I be wilding. And it's all on me. I don't need no help. You know what I'm talking about? So if I care about the story enough, you'll see. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? I probably share my story about 30 stories. You might, if you get in the top 15, you winning. The top 10, hey, you don't know where I'm going. I just be going. You know what I'm talking about? And when I'm flowing. And you got to be knowing. You know what I'm talking about? So shout out to you, Will. You know what I'm saying? And that Caucasian woman, you must couldn't act that well. That's why you was on here willing to tell. That's telling. You ain't got no platform. We don't know who you are. We might know who you are now, but we ain't know who you were then. Shout out about knowing a motherfucker. Fat Boy SSE. What are you talking about, sir? I don't know why they keep trying to call me, bro. Stop trying to call me. I ain't got nothing to kick it about. Shout out to Fat Boy SSE. Bro, we definitely I know I never learned nothing from you. You always had an ethic. I always was talking slick to you. So I know I ain't learned nothing from you. And then you tried to say Drewski. Drewski gonna do a story about you. I don't know if you gonna like it, but I ain't gonna do no story about you. I'm gonna just tell you like I told Rainwater earlier. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas do their own shit the way they do their shit. Excuse my language. I don't mean to offend or harm anyone. This is my disclaimer. And we're going to keep doing it this way and get some show enough understanding. You know what I'm talking about? You do you, I'm going to do me, and we're going to keep it moving faithfully. And with that, I'm going to leave that alone. Shout out to Fabio Foreign. I see you, Fabio. You know what I'm talking about? Let's keep these bars going. I'm talking about you probably the only person in New York doing something right now. So hey, definitely got to give you a shout out. And it wouldn't be fair if I didn't give a shout out to Diamond, Detroit Diamond in this beat. You know what I'm talking about? I seen you at the U of M. You know what I mean? Already, my G. Shout out to you. Let me see, y'all. That might be it. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see. Let me go on my other page. It was quite a whirlwind for this Saturday. I mean, this Friday. Oh, and last but not least, Steph Curry. Y'all might be in trouble. If he keeps shooting the way he's shooting, might be an upset in the West somewhere. I don't know, though. He ain't got enough weapons. If he had another person in the way he's shooting, hey, I might pull me an upset off. But I'm going to watch the playoffs this weekend. We definitely going to talk about it. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for the day, y'all. Oh, definitely got to get it, Drake. What up, though, Drake? Told you I'm going to shut you out till we find out. So we can fuck around when we fuck around. Because I'm definitely going to dissect the situation. You know what I'm talking about? But can you do this favor for me, sir? Can you DM me? I don't know if it's going to happen, but it shall be nice. DM me before you put it out there. If not, you know me. I'm gonna find it anyway. But I just would appreciate it if you DM me before you made everything happen. But I think that's it, y'all. And you know how I do. If you see the cellophane, you know it's real. Y'all have a lovely weekend. And with all that being said, as the old saying goes, the smoke's gone, I'm gone.